Hello, fellas. Welcome to the show. First piece of mail is I want to congratulate Luis Martins. I think that's how you say his name, or Luis Martins. Uh, Apologize if I didn't pronounce it right. I tried to pronounce it the correct pronunciation, but he says, "Hello, player. You probably don't remember me, but I used to be an active viewer of yours, and I messaged you many times asking for advice. Unfortunately, I've been so busy with college and other life issues that I haven't been able to keep up with your videos for the last few months. However, I decided to contact you to show my gratitude and tell you how much you helped me and changed the way I live my life." This is going off to a good start already, fellas. By following your philosophy of living, I lost my virginity a few weeks ago to a girl I have never thought I would be able to get close to some years ago. Best thing about this is by following your sex advice on your 7 Steps program I bought a few years ago. He doesn't have the new version of that, the updated version of that, but even that program is what I teach in there. It'll get the job done very, very well. I just expanded it in the next volume. Anyway, a few years ago, and being able to make a connection and feel what and how she likes it. I like that. She didn't even believe I was a virgin because of how good the sex was. Okay, this is a guy that was a virgin that took my advice. Okay, that makes you feel good. He took my advice on sex because my advice comes from the real world experience, not reading some ebooks or who's that guy, David Shade, going studying this stuff and then trying to recodify and sell it, package it. No. He took my advice and look what happened. The girl couldn't even believe he was a virgin. Now let's continue this. This is for the haters out there. I got 2 new haters coming to the channel. One guy say, "Don't take his fitness advice. He looks like he eats donuts." I don't eat donuts. Actually, they're too sweet for my teeth. And then when I bite into those things, it doesn't feel right on my molars. It makes it feel like my nails want to pull back. Like I can't stand the touch of cotton. You guys ever have that? Any of you guys have that fetish? You can't touch cotton. It makes you feel like your nails want to pull back in their bed, or like nails squeaking on a chalkboard. That's what touching cotton is like, and eating donuts. Motherfuckers don't know I've been on prednisone twice. After my little brother died, I gained 40 pounds. With the prednisone, I gained another 40 pounds. For my pops, didn't gain any weight because I was used to death by then. And tomorrow will be the anniversary of his passing. I made it a whole year. And I lost my real life mentor, my buddy's father. But I don't want to spoil this though. Let's continue this because this is good. So she didn't even believe I was a virgin because of how good the sex was. Now she is basically on my whip, begging for more. He was a virgin. Now his girl is begging for more. What does that say about what I'm teaching, fellas? Okay, I'm overweight. I'm a big guy. Little guys don't like big guys. Big guys, we kind of pick on little guys. But I'm a big guy. And I try to give you guys real life advice that comes from the real world. That's my point. After spending months ignoring me and despising the weaker version of myself, the version I was before I started to follow you, Supreme, I feel great, like a new me was born. I finally fixed this issue in my life and know that from now on, it will all flow smoothly and effortlessly. And that is all thanks to you. Keep doing a great job. Thank you, Luis. Luis or Luis. It really makes you feel good when someone takes the advice and actually it works for them. Okay? They actually use it. If you listen to what I say and do what I say, you're going to come up in your life. Okay? It's just no-brainer. I don't give you guys half-baked shit. I'm not a pickup artist. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. All right, next piece of mail is from Player in the Making. He goes, how do you communicate before a first date that you want to go halves for paying? Do you just say it on the phone when making the plan, or do you just say, or what? Question mark. In your videos, you said women bought you things. You said you asked for small things, but what about for more expensive things like cars? Do you still ask? Okay. The answer is yes. Yes. Let's go back to the first question. How do I get girls to pay half on the date? I've never done that. I've never asked a girl to pay half. I've always asked them to pick me up something, or take me to dinner, or take me to breakfast. Hey, why don't you take me to breakfast? Hey, why don't you give me some breakfast? I say it conversationally. Relaxed, cool, urban, whatever you're going to call it. So it's out of my realm of experience. As I said, I teach you from the truth of my experiences, and I never asked a girl to pay half. I wouldn't do that, actually. I'd want her to either pay or I go somewhere else. So to answer your question from non-experience, because I'm telling you I don't have experience in this, I would say, hey, why don't we go to dinner? I'll pay half, you pay the other half. You say it conversationally. Obviously, you have fear in you, Player in the Making. That's why you're asking, how can I ask for what I want? You're afraid. So deal with your fear, and you'll figure out how to do the rest. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have this fear, this email would not exist. This private message, whatever personal message would not exist. You would actually be doing what you want to do. But your fear is stopping you. If you guys only realize how much your fear, it permeates every aspect of your life. I want you to think, what would your life be like if you were like me? You dropped your fears, or at least those fears like that. Okay? Now, I still have discomfort of flying, but I do it. I got up. You guys who know me long enough, you heard me talk about it a long time ago, back in the early 2000s, how I don't like flying, I'm afraid of flying, blah, blah, but you saw me get up and do it. Okay, I faced my fear. I still don't like it, but I did it. Now, let's say, I just started another new business, like I'm training online, that's going really well. Let's say I was afraid to do that. That business would not exist. I would not be able to help other people out there with their personal training stuff, all because of fear. Okay. A lot of people think I'm afraid of rejection, and it's not that I'm afraid of rejection. Okay, it's that I got better things to do with my life, my time, than go around and be rejected all the time. Plus, I don't like the negative blowback that comes from rejection. I can do it, but I choose not to do it because of the negative consequences. A lot of people who do that, like I teach it as an assignment in my workshop or my boot camps, but it's only as an assignment to get you used to approaching girls and talking. Basically open your mouth and communicating. I don't teach it as a way of meeting girls. You'll hear me say every time, do not try to pick the girl up. Like I tell my fellows who do my boot camp stuff, do not try to pick the girl up, because when you start having expectations of picking her up, and all you're doing is one of my assignments, I'm saying just walk over and say hello, then walk the fuck away. I say don't say hi, because hi is weak. Your voice goes up when you say hi versus hello, or urban, what's up? How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling is actually more of a deeper conversation that it was someone that you know, you actually know a little bit about it. How you feeling today, Susie? See, it's just conversation. So anyway, a lot of guys, when you have that expectation that, okay, I'm not going to listen to Supreme. She's fine. I'm going to actually try to get her number. And you don't. How do you feel afterwards? See, it destroys what I'm trying to build from the get-go. So that's why I have my guys do that. So my not having guys approach has nothing to do with fear, because I'm having to approach girls to say hello, to get them used to talking to girls. Okay, it's a baby step thing. Fear fucks up a lot of guys' lives. You sit there in the dark, fear, doing fear stuff. And it's really high within the smart guy community. Like the mommies told him, be afraid to walk across the street, Billy. Brandon, you might get ran over. And those big brains hang on to that. Now these poor slobs are afraid to fucking cross the street. They're afraid to do squats because they read somewhere that squats might shorten, make you shorter. It might compress your discs. Oh, God. The internet. Sometimes the internet's a bad thing to give people access to the wrong information. And that's what makes a lot of guys get all fucked up in their lives, too. They get access to some information. Smart guys. Normal guys, they go out and do this shit. They jump out of airplanes. They go out snowboarding down dangerous mountains. That's normal guys. Smart guys sit in fear. Look at your lives. You live in a fear overridden life. And I notice that coming from the pickup artist community because they're afraid. The teachers, the original teachers, they used to be geeks, and they learned how to meet women. But they bring their fear with them in their style of teaching. Everything's all fear-based. Like, there was that one where you have to call back the number to make sure it's the right number. Okay, if you got to call back a number, make sure it's the right number, where's that coming from? Fear. Okay? But if you got to do it anyway, you shouldn't be talking to the girl to begin with. All right? So obviously, you're pushing into an area where it's you don't belong. The seduction should be an easy process. She likes you, you're digging her, make it happen. All right? It shouldn't be I got to call, check the number out, and make sure it's right. And then they had that whole boyfriend destroyer nonsense shit. That's what comes out of that type of mindset. I don't come from that kind of mindset. So if you just follow exactly what I tell you to do, you'll get laid. You will get laid. Okay? I've had a lot of experience out there. I've had years, plus I'm an older male. I didn't get out the game till my 40s. Let's say that. Okay? Think about that. From the late 20s all the way up to my 40s. Versus these other guys who, they're barely 25. And they got like 1 year experience. Like that guy, Mihal. What the fuck? They busted his ass. Mihal is a guru out there, and they busted his ass on fast seduction. He only had met, I think he kissed one girl. I don't know if he had sex. I don't remember if he had sex or not, but he started his coaching class right after that. And if the guy's not gay, I don't know what gay is. I've rarely seen a man more feminine than that. But I think he might have got that whole, and this is an example of what comes out of that community. Pretend like you're gay. Believe it or not, these guys were doing this back then. Pretend like you're gay, so you're non-threatening. I guess whatever, the mindsets are of the people who were creepy. They're creepy people. Like one fellow on Fast Seduction said, he went to a PUA meeting, and this guy said, you guys are fucking creepy. There's no wonder why girls don't like you. So the goal is to get you more normalized, fellas. Not following some creepy ass shit that's gonna make you even more creepier. Boyfriend destroyers, calling a number back to make sure it's real, and try to be, fake funny shit when you're not really funny. No. We gotta be real about the shit. Because life is real out there, and women are serious about their shit. Okay? I know you think women run around the clubs all scatterbrained and shit like that. They know exactly who they want to fuck. Okay? That whole scatterbrain thing is meant for the guys they want to fuck, let them know that they might be easy. They're trying to make it easy for the guys. It's like a girl thing. I used to know one blonde chick. She was like a Marilyn Monroe type. She was French. Her name was Veronique. Yeah. Anyway, she was saying that blonde's just an act. And she was right. She was really intelligent. So women are trying to make it easier for the guys they want to get into the panties. But the guys they don't want, they have like a wall up there. And that's what creates that whole bitch shield thing. Because that's for the guys they don't want. You don't belong there. They're not attracted to you. So why bother wasting your time? Why bother going over there trying to tap dance and you got that big balding head, thinning hair thing going on, and trying to tap dance as a smoking hot blonde chick to get her to fuck you? I say that's a waste of my time, my energy. It's not about fear. It's about thinking like a business. Run your life like a business. So anyway, in closing, got a couple of guys I had to ban from my channel here. A couple of haters. So when you see them pop up, just let me know and I'll find their comments, delete them, and ban them. This is not democracy on my channel. No, I'm teaching. So like a classroom, I won't tolerate, nerdy white guys coming in trying to, shake shit up because they think they know something. Like the guy talking about the fitness thing. He said eating 6 meals is invasive. I can understand because I thought the same. I didn't think it was invasive. I thought, okay, if I ate 6 meals a day, I'd probably get fat. And it didn't. I lost 40 fucking pounds. Okay? Yeah, 40 fucking pounds. I was surprised it actually worked. That's why I do promote it. And also, I started hating food after a while. And then I started eating less and less and less. So I finally got to where what my body really needed. I stopped that program after I got my weight down. And if I were to do another program again, that's probably what I would do after I got rid of some of the prednisone weight. Now, I've done multiple types of diet programs. I created one from a book a long time ago. Had Negrita Jade. I'm from the old bodybuilding world. And it was called carbs. She said something called carb cycling. From that, I developed an entire program just from reading the little thing in the blurb in the book. I wrote down the foods to eat and all that kind of stuff. That's how I got ripped for my competition, by doing that. And lots of cardio. If you haven't seen my bodybuilding competition photo, I'm shredded. My ass cheeks were shredded. I had veins in my ass. I had veins in my calves. I had veins all over the place. In my pecs. I was extremely vascular. And that's just a matter of dieting. You get on a diet, you stick to it, and you follow what you're supposed to do, and you get there. You do exactly what you need to do to get there. I don't ever want to get back that size again. I like being a big man. But I will take off a little bit of the fat in the stomach. But I'm not going to get skinny again, ever again. Because that makes me like, a goober. I don't like being a goober. I went through that shit when I was young. So that's my message to the new hater guys. If I wanted to get skinny again, I would do it. But I don't like being skinny. I like being a big man. Something these guys will never experience because they're little guys. It's too bad. Fellas, y'all have a good weekend.